before I begin, I am taking a quiet breath with God. Join me if you will. This is not something I am teaching. This is something I've lived. I want to share something I have learned walking with God. Not from a platform, not from a theory, but from the inside out. For most of my life, I believed I had to take care of myself. Not in a healthy way, in a survival way. I was the one who had to stay alert, the one who had to protect my own heart, the one who couldn't really let their guard down. When you grow up feeling like the black sheep, you learn early that protection, covering, and guidance don't come automatically. So you become those things for yourself. And that way of living becomes part of who you are. Even when you want God, even when you believe in Him, even when you desire relationship. Because what you believe about life and about yourself will always speak louder than what you want. When God began inviting me into deeper trust, it was not easy. Letting my guard down felt unnatural, almost dangerous. It sounds strange to say it aloud, but it is very true. I didn't know what unconditional love felt like. Not really. And then God stayed. He stayed through my mistakes, through betrayal, through my resistance, through my hard-headedness, through nights I didn't even know how to pray. He never rushed me. He never shamed me. He never withdrew when things got messy. And slowly, not overnight, something began to change. I wasn't trying to transform. I wasn't trying to become better. I was just trying to feel okay, to believe, and to understand how faith actually worked in real life, in real time. One of the ways that happened for me was through journaling with God, co-writing with Him. Putting pen to paper, letting my real thoughts spill out, asking hard questions, being honest about who I was and how I felt. Sometimes what came out surprised me. Sometimes it was raw. Sometimes it was uncomfortable. But it was real. And that honesty created space for healing. What I've learned is this: life isn't as hard as we make it out to be. When you walk with God, not running to Him only when things fall apart, but walking with Him in the ordinary, the good, the bad, and the in-between, you realize you are not meant to carry everything alone. There is protection. There is guidance. There is covering. But it has to be embraced. This is a must. It has to be believed. And it must be walked out. And in God's timing, not ours. Looking back now, I can see something clearly. I didn't learn how to love myself by trying harder. I learned how to love myself because I experienced being loved. God loved me until I could love myself. And that simply changed everything. If any part of this met you where you are, receive only what feels gentle and true. I place this in God's hands now, trusting Him to carry it where it needs to go. And I return the rest.